I would be down with that, actually. And then they pick something else to try and punish. I mean, Timber has limited counters.
Oh,
They do go with the DK anyway. I mean, that hero's similar, right? When you're in their dragon form, you have a long-range stun that you don't really have to worry about too much.
Or no offense to Secret, of course, but they are in the lower bracket right now. And they've smashed everybody else.
That's
MieRo getting chased out by Nightfall. The chase continues. Boundless Strike is there. He pops the wand, but it's not going to be enough. Purifying Flames from TORONTOTOKYO. Because of the fast tempo and whatnot against the Storm Spirit, I assume you're going to want Blink Dagger at some point. It's like Blink Dagger, BKB, something like that. GPK, he's getting chased. Antares and Kiyotaka will claim him eventually. It's going to go to Antares here.
Maybe some Armlet, Echo Saber, I'm not really sure. As TORONTOTOKYO.
Yep, he's taking a focus fire from Kiyotaka.
There's
with
a
that shield
grenade
rune there as well. TP's coming in, and it's going to get canceled, which could leave GPK in the open. Potentially for the taking, but
I think, you know, they're doing pretty well as MieRo. It's going to have to do a lot of body blocking or slapping to force TORONTOTOKYO away from the rune.
Yep, the chase is on for this Wisdom Rune.
Get the hell out of here.
He's double teamed. No deny for you. So 9Pandas will be able to get their own Wisdom Rune in the end and
region like during the fight. But I think when you have Global in your team and your own silence, you want to go some more aggressive items, as there's a DD rune. Solo's going to snag that.
Yep, Solo will pay the price, but well worth it. Having that on GPK would have been pretty scary. Crippling Fear obviously is the big thing against that.
I like this move though.
MieRo.
He's gating to bottom.
Yep, he's coming.
Nightfall.
Pops that ult. Ramses right on top of Nightfall. MieRo takes the kill. Nice first ult coming out from Ramses. They're going to possibly take this tier 1 as well. Fortification comes out though.
Yeah, I think so. This Ice Armor too on Antares is very important as, you know, 2v team here with the smoke. Go global.
But the global comes out. Trying to walk it off is the silence.
Oh, there's the silence.
You can see the crippling fear keeping GPK in place. Cannot use that ultimate at all. TORONTOTOKYO looks to be next as just in time as Ramses' ult runs out. So now he's back to being a completely worthless hero. The fortunes end on Storm.
Yep.
If they want to actually try to set that up. But MieRo's who they have their sights set on, and that's going to be an easy pickup, and Nightfall comes in for the casual Boundless Strike, and then back to farming he goes.
Like, I want that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Batman ult.
Yep, they're going to try to contest
Nightfall
this.
looking for the
Nightfall gets
Wukongs.
off the Wukong's command just in time. The Crippling Fear a little bit too late. Big zip from GPK, so he's already at half mana capacity. Wukong's command doesn't really
They
end
need
up
to stay
doing
together.
In the end, the Shackle Shot is there. Ramses goes up to the top and takes out TORONTOTOKYO. The Doom applied
Everyone
to
has to
GPK as
disengage.
well. And you can see Ramses trying to find other people because they know that this likely will be a kill onto the Storm Spirit. And Kiyotaka is just barely able to finish him off. Double kill for him. 3 kills overall. As 9Pandas looking very good in the early game. Go back and forth whenever Night Stalker ults. That would be a hilarious mechanic.
Actually, that would be. The same with like Phoenix X, just run back and forth. But look at Kiyotaka, he waits with the last hit. He's like, this is my kill, I wait. There you go.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Easy for him, as that's just, this is cookie cutter play how you want to play like Night Stalker drafts.
They played them so many times, and they're showing it here, showing absolutely no fear. As Solo, well, he's going to get spotted.
Pop your block grenade.
Is there.
Do it.
Trying to deny himself to the Ancients, but Save will claim him.
He's dying in real time.
Ramses trying to get out of dodge with that crippling fear. False promise is there for GPK, zipping on out. Is he actually going to be able to live through it all? It's going to be close into the fountain. He goes, he will live. Meanwhile, Antares though, starting to clean up. TORONTOTOKYO is the first to fall, and Save is next. So both supports for 2 square B team.
Stuff available, and they smoke on you. If you're not in a good position on BB team, you're definitely going to be in trouble. It's Kiyotaka.
Shackle Shot with the focus fire set up by the Gleipnir. Pure does get off the Dragon Tail. Global Silence came out. Is it enough? Kiyotaka continued to chase, but Pure on the other side gets the false promise up from TORONTOTOKYO. Now trying to turn it around as a big zip from GPK again, and Kiyotaka will pay the ultimate price. Solo is there as well. All for naught though, 2 dead. And 9Pandas is sticking with the armor for the time being, but this is one of those situations like, please just spawn in the jungle.
He's going to be looking for that, as they're here and ready.
Getting off, trying to get off the Doom potentially, but the Crippling Fear is there first from Ramsey, so no need. Easy pickoff on the side of 9Pandas, and GPK and company on the run. Gleipnir ends up spotting Save. So again, the 2 supports of 2XB team are down.
Honestly, they just can't play. Forced to run. You have to wait until Pure and Nightfall like get 1 or 2 BKB so that they can stand their ground and like beat this wall. As for they're diving your Dragon Knight.
Yeah, Ramzes not doing that much damage, but Kiyotaka is here. He does a lot. Focus fire as well. Do they have enough damage? They do. Indeed. TORONTOTOKYO TPs in along with GPK. They're kind of splitting their efforts here. Kiyotaka does drop though. So they get a very valuable kill. And Solo is going to be the collateral as 9Pandas will be able to get out with the rest of their lineup because he's going Nullifier. He has BKB Midas and then Nullifier to come, which against the Storms does surprise me a bit, but perhaps because there's an Oracle in the back line. We're going to see the initiation from MieRo. The Doom is there, and you can see the Oracle just waiting to get off the spell, but the Global Silence came out, and TORONTOTOKYO has to run back in shame as one goes down for BBT.
Eventually, it's hard for people to kill you or kind of go on you, as now teams like to play around Roche.
Leipnir, Kiyotaka.
You're just dead, bro. Here comes GPK, though.
GPK, so it ends up being another trade in the favor of 2xB team.
That was a great bait here from Safe kill here for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Tier 1 tower looks to be a freebie as well, but Solo making his presence known
Blink's
here.
done.
He's going to shut that down immediately with the Dragon Tail. Even TORONTOTOKYO joining the party. Solo's tankier than he looks, apparently. And Pure has to pop the Dragon Form in frustration. Eventually, will take out the
very low.
9Pandas. Pure getting really low. The False Promise comes out with the BKB as well as Ramzes inside this Wukong Command, trying to do as much as he can. It's a 2-for-1, though. Basically, only the supports die.
Okay, honestly, like this is exactly what B Square team are going to look to do as they zip back in, but GPK is now out of mana.
And so is MieRo, has the Lotus Orb applied right now. As BB team get off their smoke. Let's see if they're able to find anybody. They're actually really deep in Ramzes. First, the Dragon Tail initiation into the Electric Vortex.
Great move.
Down goes the Smurf in more ways than one. Is he not looking for one?
I mean, Ice was not that bad, but yeah, he definitely wants a Centaur Storm, right? You just get in there with your team.
He's good. Well, that would have been a good time to go in with the Centaur Storm, but he doesn't have it. Like we said, BKB's pop galore now. Big shackle from MieRo into the shackle, and it looks like that is the death of GPK. The False Promise right now on the Monkey King, but he is doomed up and will be brought down. So 2 cores dead for BBoom.
Continue to play aggressive on the map. It's also nighttime, so yeah, 9Pandas. The type of tempo they always play with the heroes and how they collapse on the map is just really top tier. As Mr. Kiyotaka joining the party.
Is this the Aegis just going? I guess so.
Hold.
He actually pops his BKB, getting Focus Fire onto Pure as well. The rest of BBoom team are here, and that is the Aegis down. And along with that BKB, they're going to get him again.
I think he's dead.
That is really unfortunate for 9Pandas. Wow.
Sometimes you just go in the gate and there's 18 heroes waiting for you.
I guess so. And it is definitely showing. As Ramzes in a pretty good spot to pop this smoke. Pure actually jumps in, he gets hexed, and he's going to get doomed and brought down instantly.
Look at the call as well.
Reaction from 9Pandas. They're going to go for save as well. He's going to get saved, though, for the time being. No pun intended. Big balance strike onto 3 heroes. And 9Pandas, they're going to lose their Wind Ranger along with their Silencer. And it looks like Solo will buy back at the very least, but another jump in from Ramzes with that Crippling Fury. He has that ult still activated. It's going to be daytime against fairly soon, and that turns into a double kill for Nightfall. Now this is extended fight.
Ramzes has no BKB.
And Ramzes, well, he's going to get
purged.
Yeah, they still have some chase. GPK is out of mana, though, but Ramzes, with the cover of the night, will find the distance, but the Boundless Strike does connect. And Nightfall and company able to take out the position 1.
Look at Solo. I don't know.
Pandas.
I don't know if they're gonna look for Solo, but he was stuck on the high ground without a TP for like 20 seconds. But
they don't care.
He's gonna walk it off as
GPK. It's very, very defensive, but it feels like it is needed. Do you think that hurts the damage output of his games? We're gonna see the Focus Fire come out with that shackle from Kiyotaka. He's gonna pop the BKB. MieRo jumps in with the sheep as well, and they rip right through Pure. And actually, Nightfall, he has to use his BKB, trying to jump away now. Looks like he will get out, but that's also a valuable timing on that BKB.
He's legit 1v5 right now.
Yeah,
he's ready to backstab.
He really is, and he's going to be spotted.
Save.
Shackle, you're actually going to continue on. That's an easy pickup for him. He's all alone. The Doom onto GPK, though, as Kiyotaka finally pops the BKB. He's getting pursued now by Pure. Antares, can he actually finish the job?
Here comes Batman.
Ramzes focusing on the backline support. That's a dead TORONTOTOKYO. Now continuing on here onto GPK, who's still doomed, and finally it runs out. And with cover of that Wukong command, able to finally get the hell out as Pure has to BKB and run away in his pathetic melee form. We'll see if that's enough for 9Pandas to try to knock down some buildings. And it looks like this fortification will come out, but it's not going to be enough to save. BB Team's racks. So the melee will go down as the Dragon Tail does connect on to MieRo. As Antares actually jumps in a little deep. It's off the Glimmer though, as the Aghanim Scepter now online for GPK, trying to show this off, but the BKB from Antares is able to TP out. GPK's Lincoln's now popped. And Solo, if that's all they can get, this is not the greatest. But they'll take it. It's actually the case though, as he is, somebody is near.
Save.
He's actually gonna blink in, and the focus fire.
With
the
the
Aghanim Scepter going to work as well. Save is dead, but will kiyotaka pay the ultimate price? He goes for the BKB TP.
With the high five, by the way, you need to call that out. He used it while TPing.
It was not reciprocated though.
Yeah, of course not. Managed to have a good fight. Maybe he has to AFK in the fountain or have a buyback, but it's not going to be easy. As there's nighttime in MieRo.
Yeah,
you don't give a damn either.
Now this guy is very hard
Global
to kill.
number 1.
Otis is there. Yep, first global. They don't know
Maybe
about
he
the
should
second,
give
of
a
course.
damn.
They have the nullifier applied to him. MieRo gets the Chipper Chain, but it's not going to work. And down he goes despite feeling unkillable.
Oh, Antares.
They find a way, and Antares gets pulled back into the fray. And
Ooh,
will
what a
drop as
shackle.
well. Ramsey showing himself with the Gleipnir from kiyotaka is there. They're able to decimate Nightfall in the time being. But the buyback coming out from Antares as well, because he does have the Doom still available. But nice
good pull.
GPK stun onto 2 with that Aghanim Scepter, and Solo left with no mana. But of course the focus is the Wind Ranger. Antares does get the Doom up, but the instant false promise and the heals from the Shard of the Oracle are there. So 9Pandas end up losing this fight. Few buybacks here and there, though.
How they want to play if he just feels like, okay.
Ramses and company, they want to contest,
They're
but
gonna be
it's
too late,
gonna
though.
be too late. Aegis, Cheese, Refresher Shard. I say it's too late, but they still want to fight, apparently.
Lincolns.
Shackle shot blocked by the Lincolns. BB Team on the run, trying to reset,
good
but
silence.
trying to GPK, has to use his BKB.
Oh, they tried
Gets
to global the
vortex,
BKB.
Acid pops the Cheese, so he can definitely get away, but this is an even bigger kill if they can get Nightfall, but the false promise comes out, the Wukong's command to follow, and the Boundless Strike with the Harpoon used onto the Night Stalker. Ramses,
GPK's
barely on the outskirts, will be able to live throughout this engagement. They kill GPK, who buys back instantly. And Solo, the only casualty for 9Pandas. You see the rest trying to TP out. Big zip again from GPK. Kiyotaka just out of vision.
I mean, the fact
Using his right there.
Ramses got out like that, like they actually got a buyback out of BetBoom Team there as Kiyotaka goes on pure.
Yeah, the Nullifier not going to do too much, and the Focus Fire just
God,
absolutely
he's
destroying
okay.
here, but he has some backup now. In the form of GPK, who is out of mana, but they're going to get the Vortex onto Kiyotaka. Completely surrounded, no buyback for him.
He has no buyback.
Despite being down this entire game, BB Team...
The old man save on his little Gandalf horse.
Should mention Antares, I'm not sure how long he's had it, but he has the Aghanim Scepter, so AoE Doom is online. Sheep onto Pure.
Solar Refresher ready, Kiyotaka.
Yeah, he used the Refresher. Kiyotaka really deep over the Focus Fire, and now all the pressure is applied to this Coddle.
That's a big Wukong.
But Kiyotaka gets brought back in. He's extremely low. Can they take him out? They do. Buyback still intact, of course. They took out Ramses as well.
Oh,
Both
got
of
some
which
off the tree.
They break down the tree. AoE Doom from Antares. Gonna pop the BKB as well. Double buyback from 9Pandas now. And remember, this false promise on the Monkey King, he will not have buyback, I believe. Maybe he does. I might be making that up. AoE Doom continues off, but they have the damage from afar.
Triple
Pure
buyback.
just pounding into him. Doom is dead. As GPK completely out of mana, they get an instant Gleipnir onto the Monkey King, but Ramses is the one taking the damage, trying to get away with that BKB, but the control is there, and the damage from Kiyotaka, too much to handle. Nightfall is dead with no buyback. And now Pure completely surrounded by members of 9Pandas. He will drop to the deck as well. His buyback remains. And this is such a back and forth affair between these two teams.
Big.
So like Focus fires one building at a time. The cooldown is relatively long. As Kiyotaka, he's going to be found out by GPK.
No way.
Doubt they have the damage here. Oh, what? I say that, but this shard is absurd from GPK. How in the hell? He got the 25 talent as well on top. And that is essentially a dieback for Kiyotaka. Right on cue. Roche is up, everybody.
Oh, that's a
we have
global.
the first global silence coming out. Not really to much effect, though.
Jesus, look at these illusions.
Solo
Kill him.
getting run down by illusions. GPK is there. He pops the Eon Disc. There's a refresher from Solo.
Oh, they didn't get the Doom off.
Onto 2. Refresher from Nightfall as well. Apparently has the Shard in addition. He went through the Boundless Strike. 2 dead for 9Pandas. Both of which do have buyback, and I'm sure that BB Team will be scouting out Roche. Bit weird.
As we're smoking into the Dire base.
Yep, Kiyotaka there to defend. Nightfall is hitting the range rack to
shackle.
start. Focus fire from Kiyotaka. That's going to force a buyback onto
Bullet
the
fire.
Timber Saw. Nightfall Nullified for now. The big zipping from GPK pops his BKB as well. Gets the electric vortex on to do with the balance strike to follow. And the Wukong's command.
Ramzes is just dead!
Ramzes is dead with no buyback. This is going to be mega creeps for BB Team. Can they get more? I'm sure they're going to try to get more. They have the Aegis, they have the cheese, actually on the Oracle of all heroes, knowing that they have the buybacks on basically everybody else right now.
I mean, if they timed it properly, they know Ramzes does not have buyback for like another 40 seconds. And they still have, they don't have Refresher, but they still have the Aegis, and Pure can just whack away with his dragons. What are they going to do about it?
Dragons are doing a lot of damage, and Antares jumps in with the AoE Doom, but he gets controlled right off the bat. Big electric vortex again from GPK. The Doom is dead, instantly buys back. The Aegis is gone now, though. For BetBoom is MieRo. He's completely isolated from the rest of his team. Bashed up, abyssal bladed, and eventually will be brought down despite being ridiculously tanky.
GPK is buyback.
Now 5v3. GPK apparently died and bought back, like you said. Antares is going to show himself with that Glimmer Cape coming out with the BKB. Gets instantly sheathed and nullified, and there's the jump again from GPK. The Gleipnir is going to be dodged. Nicely done as the building slowly crumbling here for 9Pandas. Pure jumps in, not able to get a connection, but now the Ancient is fully exposed.
There's a global.
Silence comes out. There's the Harpoon again, this time onto Kiyotaka. He's completely surrounded, trying to get the focus fire onto Pure. He's gonna die though, buys back instantly. Only 2 left for 9Pandas.
GG.
But they GG out, and 2xB team, B squared team, win game 1. Unreal.